Good afternoon and welcome to the back end of a minors weekend of hockey. Welcome to the afternoon matinee. Today we are coming to you from Sertich Ice Center in Colorado Springs. Minors are going to be going left to right on your screen wearing their home green jerseys. The Denver East Angels will be wearing black with red trim. Uh, Yesterday, for those of you that weren't watching, Miners ended up in a 1-1 tie with Regis Jesuit. So they're looking to come out of the weekend a little bit more positive points than they did yesterday. So hopefully they can get something rolling this afternoon and we go from there. We got about 3 minutes before the start of the game, so we'll just kind of leave it on mute until that game gets going. Okay, here we go. Looks like our starting lineup today is going to be Tanner Damgard centering Wynn Bolte and Colin Saber, with Rye Bolte and Zach Homerding on the back end, and Chase Vaughn as our starting goaltender. Quick shot on net by the Angels. Excuse me. This is a Denver East Angels. Interesting tidbit about them. 4 or 5 years ago, they actually won a national championship. So they typically have a pretty good program. So we'll see how this goes for the Miners today. Bolte sends it up to Saber. Saber stepping in, gets a shot on net, and right back the other direction. Milko stops the puck, gets it up to Diapondo. Diapondo crosses over, sends it deep to Milko. Diapondo puts it in, doesn't go very deep, he gets it right back. Sends it out front to Milko. Milko got it his feet, can't do anything with it, and Angels break it right back out. Miners defenseman trying to get it out. Gets caught at their own blue line and sent right back into the Miners zone. Tried to hit Siebel for a long up ice pass, and it goes for an icing. Siebel intercepts that pass in the center of the ice. Gets knocked down as he carried it out of the zone. And pucked right back into the Miners' end. Hesser sends it around to Wilson. Wilson can't get it out. Stitch just sends it up high to Seabolt. Seabolt bounces it, sends it to Barton. And we get a 2-on-3 going. Barton tries getting it in front to Wilson, and there's nothing doing right there. Wilson going in deep behind the net, carrying it around. Back to Homerding, back to Wilson on the half court. Wilson tries to get the shot off, hits somebody in front. Seabolt picks it up, tries to get the shot, and the Eagles can freeze that one. Angels carry the puck out of their own zone, crosses into the Miners' end. Homerding tries to get it out, but he gets his pocket picked. And Miners just can't seem to get that out of their own zone. Behind the net to Homerding. Homerding stops it, steps around his man. Loses it in his winger's feet. Stover sends that deep. Britton gives chase. And Homerding picks up a pass that was intended for the East player. And Denver East comes back. 2-on-1. Homerding makes a good stick check on that play. Wynn Bolt can't get it out. It's dumped right back on Vaughn. Long pass up to Saber. Saber steps across, gets his shot blocked. Bolte giving chase there. A long pass intended, but picked up by the Miners. Bolte trying to bounce it out. He does. He gets it up to Saber. Saber loses it as he sends that one deep into the in. Milko battling there along the inboards with Diapondo. And it ends up with a shot on net for Denver East. And Miners bump that out. That goes for an icing. Yesterday we were missing Tyler Horton, and today we Miners have a full roster. East wins the draw on that, sends it in. Bouncing puck, Seabolt picks it up in the high slot. Tries getting it up to Wilson. Wilson has a tough time on his knees, picks it up, hangs onto it. Nice individual effort there, trying to get a puck out front. Barton helping out in the corner. Seabolt forces the puck around. That's held in by Messer, and it goes out of play. Messer dumps that behind the net. Tucker gives chase, puts his man on it. Pucks it back to Messer. Looking for Tucker on an off wing. Stover battling hard. Sends it back to Stitchfield. Stitchfield just punts it right back in, and it bounces over his stick. Messer gives chase, picks it up, hits the brakes, and makes a turn. Puts it up to Stover. Britton giving chase with that one. He can't get to it fast enough. And there's four Miners there and leaving with a 3-on-2 going back the other direction. Bolte with a good stick picks it up, steps around one man, and carries it out of his own. Stover keeps that puck in for the Miners. Omri kicks it, tries to get it over the top. And he can't get it deep into anybody. East comes out of their own zone, looking for a headman, and they get it into the Miners' end just barely, and it pops right back out to the East zone. Damgard sends that one full length, guys, and we're going to get a face off of the Miners' end. Puck out of play. Bolton's doing a heck of a job trying to get out of his own zone. He can't get past the two East defenders. They send it right back up the far side. Milko taps it deep. Holds it so that Bolte get back inside and just dumps it right on the Saber gives chase. Milko has it in the corner with him. Good stick work on the back end there by the Miners defenseman. couldn't see who that was. There's an outlet pass trying to hit Diapondo. He misses that one. That goes for an ice as well. Miners, when they draw it, try and get in and out. And they can't do that. They lose it as they're going through the circles. Yoko picks it up behind the net for the Miners. Sends it to Diapondo. Diapondo can't chip it out. Finally does. That puck comes right back out, headed the other direction. Vaughn with the stop couldn't control the rebound on that one as it bounced right out. Puck sent all the way down by Denver East. No icing call on that one. That should have been an icing, but it wasn't. Siegel sends that one up to Wilson. And that's him as well. Wilson sends it deep, gets knocked over right in front of the penalty benches. Siegel stops it from going past the center line. Puck is dumped deep. Shot on net. Glove saved by Vaughn. Stoker bounces it deep. Look at Luke Bradley chasing it down from his defensive position. Snyder's trying to get something on net there. Moore with the puck shot. Pete Moore keeps it in again. And again, tries keeping it in. So far, so good. Moore put that puck right there. Britton giving chase, misses his check. Ties his man up though. Tucker in there helping out. Puck squirts out the other end. Coming right back out. Long pass. Bradley again takes control of it, but he dumps it off to nowhere. East picks that puck up, gets a shot on net from an odd angle. Damgard punches it out of the Miners' end. Damgard bounces up, tries hitting Saber there. Saber offside, had to touch up real fast. And then intercepts the outlet pass from the Denver East player. Stitch it. Let's try sending one over to Hesser. Hesser trying to get something on his man. Intercepted by Wynn Bolte and sends that one deep into his chase himself. Icing on Miners. Another quick shot on Vaughn. Hester sends that to the far side, trying to hit Bolte over there. Ended up going right in front for a shot. Damgard picks up, trying to get it to Bolte. Can't get it around the inboards there. Bolte finally gets it out. That's going to go down to another ice. Horton and Milko trying to battle that one out. Finally, Horton pushes that one out. He gets chased himself. Dangerous play there as it was a 2-on-1 back check. And Hommerning got a stick on it, but it took a funny bounce. Vaughn holds on. That was under his leg pad. Miners just having trouble getting possession of the puck, let alone getting it out of their own zone right now. Puck gets bounced up to Bolte. Bolte trying to get it out, grabs it with his hand, and still can't do anything with it. Finally comes out of the zone. Saber gets a little bit of chase, but the Angels player just kind of escapes him. Right back in. And that puck had eyes on it because there was not much room over the top of Vaughn's shoulders. So with 3:54 left in the first period, Denver East gets the first goal of the game. Miners dump it in. Nobody giving good pressure on that one. Denver East just kind of does what they want with it at this point in time. Lay it offside. Miners tag up. Get that puck coming around. Britton gives chase. Tries to get it down to Tucker. Tucker trying to get it right back in front. Britton didn't get it there. Stitchka misses the puck out, trying to keep that one in. Sends that one in by deep. No icing on that one. If Hondo stops it from going the other way, loses control of it. Stitchka trying to do something with it. He sends it into the east end. The Honda tries to get a shot off. Milko couldn't get the rebound on that one after it bounced off the loose player. Milko behind his own net trying to get up to Horton, and that just bounces out. Homerding with good individual effort there to stop any kind of attack out towards net. He puts it deep, and then Hesser carries that puck out. Tries hitting the Hondo, and that goes between his feet. Hesser giving a little bit of pressure. Waiting for his forwards to catch up. Icing on Miners. Bouncing puck. Vaughn couldn't corral that one. Finally does inside the cage. Bolte pushes it out, gives chase. That was by Bolte. Wynn picks it up at center ice. Miners step across the blue line, trying to get something going. Saber getting chase. That was Isaac Wilson trying to get it out of his own. Comes up with a 2-on-1 with Siebold. Wilson looking for something. Gets a shot on net. Siebold pins his man against the board. Wilson stepped in by Moore. Wilson in the corner. And that puts him right back up the other direction. Miners lose another draw. Kind of a recurring theme here. The start of the season, Miners were in penalty trouble. Couldn't get keep themselves out of the second box. Gave up a lot of, and that's the end of the first period there. But back to what I was saying, they gave up a lot of odd man rushes. They seem to kind of fix the odd man rushes, but it's been kind of the same thing all season long. They can't even get face-offs going for them right now. Very few face-off wins. It's tough to do much. You can't get possession right off. So we'll just leave it there for right now. Take a short break and let this short intermission go, and we'll start the second period here in just a couple seconds. start of the second period. See if the Miners can get something going. Denver wins the draw. Seems like leading the Miners in. Bolton tries to clear it out. That goes right back in. Sabres can't bump it out. Hummer didn't get his chase to that puck at the corner. Bolton. Bolton trying to clear it out. He can't do it. Hamgard picks it up as he skates across center ice. It's breaks, tries to get something going, and it just goes right to the corner. Bolte sends it in front, and nobody there, and that's going right back to his direction. That was an offsides right there. Miners win the draw, and that goes in deep. Delayed offside. Gives the Miners time to regroup behind their own net. Looking for something. Giacondo gives chase there. Puck out of play. That one actually goes in the ceiling. 15:40 left in the second period. Get a Denver East 1-0 lead right now. That plays pretty much been all Denver. Long shot. Miners lost another draw. Wilson trying to pick it up. Sends it around the far side. Nobody there. Seabolt blocks the puck, and he gives chase. He does pick the puck up, carries it into the corner, tries to do something. Just enough time for Barton to get there. Wilson on the back end as well, and he comes out with the puck. Seabolt trying to help him out. Seabolt comes up with it, tries sending it out front. Can't get it to Barton, sends it back to Hesser. Hesser just barely keeps that one in, and that puck is shot out of play. East wins that draw, sends it around their far side for a breakout. Stitchka carries it in. Britton can't control it. Goes behind Tucker, gives chase. He sends it up high. And Miners are going on a penalty, getting a penalty. Henry Hesser gets a roughing call there. So that was for that check right here at center ice. Referee gave that call to him because the puck was already gone and he quote unquote completed the check, which is it's a new thing here in the last couple of years where USA Hockey is trying to eliminate from the game. Not necessarily something I agree with, but it's to try and get players not punished for the play. So, he's controlling the play. The Miners in right now to start this power play. Just kind of playing back and forth catch with this right now. There's no pressure out top by the Miners. Finally, the shot goes through. Couple pot shots from both blocked. One by Miners defenseman and one by Vaughn. That was Bolte sends that one down deep, allowing for a little bit of a line change there. Right back out, and then right back in the Miners' end. A minute 15 left to go on the penalty. Bolte kind of got away with the trip there. There's no goal there. That sounded like a back bar. Obviously, it didn't because it went in the corner. But that puck hit the crossbar and just went wide. Holds on. First stoppage. We've got 46 seconds left in man advantage. Denver East. East gains control again. Pretty content just to pass that puck back and forth across the top of the blue line. Especially when they're not getting any kind of pressure. The puck was stopped before it ever got to Vaughn. Stitchke can't get it out of his zone. Again, he's just going to play to the top of the blue line. Nice little touch right there on the inside. No swap there. Far shot, another power play goal. So the Miners are 0 for 2 killing the power play. There's only 7 seconds left on that penalty. 12:45 left in the second period, and Denver East owns 2-0 lead. Miners can't control the draw, and it goes right back into their own zone. Homerding trying to get control of the puck, he's looking for an outlet. He chips it up, Siebold trying to give chase, and Siebold beats the man. Tries getting around the corner there. Martin picks it up, gets it back to Homerding, and that puck bounces over his stick. Puck out of play right into the Denver East bench. Stitchke trying to step around a couple players there to keep it out of his own zone, but it loses it and goes right back in. That's what picks it up, sends it around to Tucker. Tucker can't corral it. Stitchke picks it up. Puck kind of jumps out. Stover giving a little bit of chase there. Right back into the Miners zone. Hessler gets control of it, chops it up to Tucker, who sends it in deep. Stover giving chase. Damgard pins it along the boards, looking for help. Sends it, gets it right out front. That puck's coming back the other direction. 2-on-1. Vaughn with another big save here. Weaver just pushes it out of his zone. Bolte giving chase. Holds it in. Bad pass there by Orr there. Got to cover up for on there. Back end. Trickle in. He wins another draw, and that puck bounced off the side of the cage from a long shot. Puck barely stays in. Milko gets control of it there now. Trying to find something. Milko picks it up. Can't get going. Sends it in front. Nobody there. Again, nobody's there for the Miners. Diapondo giving chase into the corner. A little bit quicker feet right now for Denver East. They're kind of skating and doing what they want with the puck and where they want to do it with it. Diapondo pushes it out. He's trying to get something going here. He loses control of the puck and goes right back in the Miners' end behind the cage there. Ryan Bolte just trying to get it out. He finally does. But it comes right back in. Stitchville, he gets stepped around. Bolte steps in front of that shot. Goes in the corner. Milko Stitchville in the corner trying to get it out. Hondo's in there, and Bolte finally just throws it all the way down to the other end of the ice for an icing. Picks it up. Seabold, he just kind of touches it down. Barton gets a little bit on that. Wilson and Barton fell there. Seabold tries to get control of it. He can't. But Wilson contains it, keeps it in the offensive zone. Stiffkin tries to get a shot on net. Barton can't get it either through, and that puck is bounced down. Hester's got to return to his own end, looking for a long pass for Wilson. Wilson steps around one man, can't hold on to it though. Hester can't corral the bouncing puck. The referee steps in the way there. And we get an offside. Miners not paying attention is because one line goes for a line change and the next line doesn't even come out. Like we got a issue. Somebody doesn't want to get out there and play. Offside there. Bolte tries to get around one man. The puck is kept into the zone. Bradley trying to do something as he stepped up from the back end. But that puck comes all the way back. Moore giving chase. And that puck was tipped out of play. Elko blocked that shot. It's coming to the other direction for Miners. Giacondo holds it looking for Hummerning there. Can't get it to him. Elko trying to get it out of his feet. And now we're going back the other direction. 2-on-1. Giacondo tries to get it. Does a good job on the back check. But it was still touched in, tapped in on Vaughn. .56 left here in the second period. Still 2-0. Wilson carries the puck up, gets the zone, gets a shot on net, and the goaltender directs that one out of play. Seabolt picks the puck up behind the offensive net, hangs on to it. A little battle there going on there. Wilson finally gets in the corner for the Miners. Comes out of that corner, and he's battling. Got a hard battle going there. Barton and Seabolt try to block off the sides. East can't get the puck out. It goes right to Seabolt. Seabolt steps around the corner looking for somebody. There was nothing there. And East comes back the other direction. Wilson tries to tip it up. Seabolt can't catch the bouncing puck. It goes right back in. That puck is just bouncing around Barton to Seabolt. Seabolt pushes it deep. Goes for a line change as Wilson gives a little bit of chase. And East just knocks that one out of play. That's the most sustained pressure that the Miners have had here in the last 8 or 9 minutes. So might be time to start going back to that well on that line. Miners win a draw, but can't control it. As Bradley steps in, tries to do something with it. Hollers for the puck, tries to get it back. Tucker can't control it. Puck ends up in behind the net and going for a long pass. No, Rison's waved off as Miner defensemen, both of them are beat that ball. Tucker tries tipping it around his man. Stover tries to get there. And that puck is right now just bouncing around. Moore can't get it out. Sent deep by Tucker. Stover gives chase, and that puck is wrapped around as East comes all the way up. Good hit there. Completely innocent hit, and it looks like the Denver East player is hurt on that. And that was Wynn Bolte with the hit. Nice shoulder to shoulder as he had control of the puck. So there is no penalty there. .448 left in the second period. Still 2-0 Denver East. East wins another draw. That's picked up by Bolte. He sent in deep. Saber gives chase. Vanguard goes for the big hit. And that puck is right back out from the other direction. Saber bounces it out, and Bolte can't corral it. Comes back the other direction. Right, Bolte picks it up with his own zone. Right, stepping around one guy, loses it. And that puck goes right on net. Minor center gets tossed out of the circle. Winger jumped a little early on that. Milko picks the puck up, crosses the red line and dumps it in, and chases it down. East picks it up, heads for the breakout. They get it out of their own zone, and it's right back into the Miners' end. No icing there. Stichka picks it up, loses it in his teeth. He still manages to get it out of the zone. Diapondo carries it across, looking for Milko. Blocked by a Denver player. Horton keeps that one in. But Denver carries that one across. Good block on that one. We're getting a penalty on. It's like Hesser again. It's a cross check on Hesser again. So we'll see if Miners can do something and hang on for 2 minutes. 3:26 left in the second period. We'll see if they can get the fuck out of the net. There is another goal, another power play goal. That one took 11 seconds off the clock. On the far board, Seabolt knocks it out. He gives chase. Barton keeps it in. Wilson from behind the net gets control over it, looking for something in front. Goes right to Seabolt. Seabolt scores a goal from Wilson. And I think Barton might have got a piece on that one as well, but that one wide open. I said it earlier that this line has been the best line that Miners have had so far in this period, and that they probably need to start going back to that well, and it looks like that was paid off. So there we go. Miners close the gap from 3-0 down to 3-1 with 2:36 left in the second period. Horton giving chase behind the Denver net. East can't control the puck. It's a bouncing puck, comes all the way out. Stitched a bit too hard. It's a 4-on-1 the other direction. Esser makes a good ball and save to stop the pass from going across. Horton tips it out. Diapondo giving chase, but that puck goes right back in. Elko sends it deep, looking for something, and it goes for an icing. That puck is sent deep. Icing was waved off on that one. Bolte tries giving chase, and that bounces all the way down. That should be an icing. So with a minute 40 left in the second period, we're going to get a face-off in the Denver East end. Miners win the draw, but can't control it. That puck comes back to Comedy. Comedy tries to bounce it up. Tucker puts it in, and Britton gives chase. His man falls down, comes up with the puck. Bradley keeps it in. Britton gets his feet knocked out from underneath him. And now this is starting to get a little chippy there behind the net. Bradley holds it in, that puck. And Miners are going right back on the penalty kill as Tucker is going to get an interference call as he knocked the player down as he's headed for the puck. There was no reason for that one. So Miners going right back on the penalty kill. It has not been a good day on the penalty kill for the Miners. It's been a great day on power play for Denver East. They got three power play goals. Miners doing some last second change on their penalty kill unit. We got another penalty coming. We got a cross-checking on somebody. It's like Tanner Damgard going for a cross-checking. So the Miners are going down 5-on-3. They will play almost an entire 2 minutes down 2 men. So 47.8 seconds left to go in the second period. The Miners have a minute 51 to kill of a 5-on-3 penalty power play against them. And then they'll have 9 seconds left with 5-on-4. East wins the draw. Sends that one in. Vaughn with a nice stop there. And East is just going to sit back and just walk it in. Vaughn with another stop. That almost comes out for Miners, but they can't get it all the way. Puck in the corner. We're going to play just collapse it in, and that shot's tipped out of play for the Miners. 20 seconds left to go in the second period. Bolton sends that one deep. And East has got to regroup. They're going to try and get something to go here in the last 5 seconds. And they do. They get a breakaway. Time expired on that one as they had a 2-on-0 breakaway stepping in. The bouncing puck, though, kind of saved the Miners on that one. So we'll be back shortly here in about 15 minutes after a clean ice. And with the Miners going to continue for 1 minute and 3 seconds on a 5-on-3 penalty kill. And 9 seconds of a 5-on-4 PK. So we'll see you here in about 15 minutes. Welcome back to the third period. Again, Miners on a 5-on-3 penalty kill here to start this third period. See if they can hold on and do something. They'll be on the penalty kill for a minute, full minute, before they get both players back. 47 seconds before the first penalty expires. Good block shot by Bolte there, and that puck gets sent down. 32 seconds left on the first penalty. Vaughn with the save. 12 seconds left to go in the first penalty, 22 left in the second penalty. Miners kill off the first penalty. Quinn Barton and Zach Carmody cross looking for something, and Barton completely misses everything on that one. His mom just gave me a dirty look on it. It happens to the best of them. The good news is they did kill both penalties, so we came out of a double penalty, a 5-on-3 penalty kill with no damage lost. So that is a good thing. Stitch trying to hold the puck in. He sends a puck wide on that one. Hesser trying to get something going, trying to get it out of the zone. Puck tipped wide. Stitchka trying to get it up. Sends it up to, and a bouncing puck. That play was kind of a broken play as the puck bounced up and over. Vaughn had complete sight of it. But again, it was another case of nobody there in front to help protect that front side. But that puck did bounce on him. So the East player didn't get a full wood on it, so to say. Miners can't hold that one in. That was a bouncing play. And the East player just outraces Miner defenseman. And that's going to go down for an icing. And we'll have a face-off in the Miners' end. East wins another draw there. Trying to get a controlled puck behind the net, but Harmonding is there to intercept that pass. Bolte giving pressure there. And nobody up top to give pressure for the Miners. Bolte sends that one all the way around looking for Tucker. And he does not get there in time to get it out of the zone. Stover tips it, but that doesn't go out either. Finally, puck finally comes out of the Miners' end and easily into the east end. Tucker puts it in deep for the Miners and chases it down. Gamgard going right back into the penalty box here. So if I'm on the ice as a referee, I have a hard time calling that anything other than a 2-minute call. Let's see what they give him. It's like they're going to give him a kneeing call. See if it's. So it is going to be a 2 and 10. Again, I've got a hard time calling that as anything other than an interference or at most a roughing, because the puck was gone absolutely on that, but there was no malice, there was no intent to injure. It was a play. Um, that call was made more because of the Denver East bench than anything. At the same time, um, I would have also given the Denver East player that got in the face again the penalty as well for unsportsmanlike conduct, because he was again part of the letter of the law with the penalties anymore. When you're trying to intimidate another player, that's also a penalty. So Vaughn with another save there, and that one gets sent deep out of the Miners' end. Good stick by Stitchka there. Milko sends that one out. And there's 1 minute left on the power play for Denver. That player just skates through everybody with Lon just picking it up and holding it right there for a face-off. Stitchka picks the puck up for the Miners and just throws it across ice, trying to kill some time off. Offside. East wins another draw. And they fire that puck deep. Kessler gives chase. Miners get it out of their end. East carries it right back in, drops it off. Second drop puck. Cross ice over, looking for something going on. And Miners kill the power play. And Seabolt is in on his own. And he gets the puck. He misses whiffs on it, but he does get it back to the defenseman. Or I'm sorry, that wasn't the defenseman, that was Villapondo. Seabolt back checking hard. And and Vaughn tips that one out of play. So Miners now going on a power play. So East gets a tripping call. Miners trying to get something going on this power play. This is their, I think this might be their first power play, maybe the second power play of the game. East sends that one down deep, and they had a player just blow by the Miners defenseman. Miners win the draw. Bolte carries it around looking for Villapando. Villapando picks it up and heads down ice. Gets it deep. Just taps it around. One guy picks it up again. So he's trying to look for his defenseman on that play. Bolte sends it right back into Milko. Milko holding on tight. Gets it out to Bolte, who gets it blocked. And that's the same Denver player that beat defenseman to the puck last time. Hester steps around one guy, loses it, and Barton just dumps it into the zone. And that puck is iced all the way down. Miners have got to regroup. Bolte going behind his own net, picking it up. Tips it around one guy, looking for Siebold, picks it up himself, carries it in, gets a shot on net. Barton missed it. And that was thrown in. I believe that's Saber there. Siebold picks it up in the corner and gets knocked over. Miners is going to go on another power play. Give it to him. There we go. And we are going to get a tripping call out of that one. So Miners are going to go on a 5-on-2, their own 5-on-2 or 5-on-3 power play for the next 51 seconds. So East not wanting to throw their guy in the box, just refusing to throw their guy in the box. This is the kind of stuff that, in reality, coaches need to throw the guy that did the time in the box. Have a little bit of respect for the referees, a little bit of respect for the game itself. Your guy did the crime. Put him in the box. Again, as I've said before, as a referee myself, I tell the coach, you either put the guy in there that did it, or I'll pick your guy. So East finally decides who they're going to put in. Finally decides who they're going to put in, and we got a clock issue here now, as there's 51 seconds left on the original penalty. So let's see if the Miners can come up with something here of their own. Bolte over to Bolte. That puck gets blocked. Bouncing puck there, and East sends that puck all the way down to the Miners' end. Bolte carries that one, and Diapondo missed that one as it goes right through the crease. That was a fast whistle there, as that puck was still loose. Granted, the goaltender got it, but not until after the whistle. Miners in draw. Bolte can't get it going. Back to his brother. That puck was tipped wide. Bolte trying to do something simple over to his brother. Diapondo in front. He can't corral that puck. That puck is tipped out of play, and here goes the East on partial breakaway. Vaughn holds his ground on that one. That puck comes all the way back out, and now we're going back in their own zone, and nobody there for the Miners. Horton tries doing something with it over to Saber. Saber throws it right back behind the net for Hester. Hester loses his own blue lines. Saber picks the puck up, turns up ice. He dumps it into the corner, and he's going for it himself. Bradley holds it in his blue line, looking for something. He's looking to find Saber on the far end, looking for anything. Nobody there to help him out with it. I believe it's Barton there, but Bradley gets the puck situation. Seagull trying to get it in the corner. Barton picks it up, and that puck's shot out of play. So that's the end of the two-man advantage for the Miners. It was same result as the Denver East two-man advantage. Nothing happened. Stover tries to get it out, can't control it. Homberding hangs on it, puts it back. Miners trying to do something with it, and that puck is tipped all the way in by Stover. He gives chase to his own tip in. East sends that one down. Homberding picks it up, sends it around. Over to Moore. Moore sends it up the ice. Back into Homberding. Homberding tries bouncing it, but he can't get it out. And that puck shot out of play as Homberding tipped that one out. East wins the draw again. Siebold giving pressure. He gets out there. That puck bouncing around. Siebold stops it from getting any kind of shot. Wilson picks it up, steps across the line, tries getting a shot, sends it to Barton. Barton doing something, tries doing something with it. And Wilson with the shot, handcuffed the goaltender on that one. And that puck comes all the way back out to the Miners' end. Siebold tips that one. And what do we got going now? We've got a cross-checking on Miners. Who's that one going on? That one's going on Quinn Barton. He's getting 2 minutes for cross-checking. And there's a power play goal for East. Again, that's four power play goals for Denver East. 5-1 lead now. 6:18 left to go in the third period. Hesser picks the puck up, sends it up to Stichka. Stichka can't do anything. Back to Hesser. Hesser picks the puck up in his own zone and tries hitting Britton. I'm sorry, it's Stover. Stover just tosses it on net. Hesser can't keep the puck in his zone. Leopondo. And that puck comes right back the other direction. 2-on-2, and Stichka tips it out. Horton sends it back into his own zone. Hesser sends that one deep. Leopondo behind the net tries to get the goal. He can't. East player, there's a trip right there. It wasn't called. The referee was sitting right there and watched that one happen. As East comes right back in, that one bounces around and right back in front. Vaughn sends that one wide. Hummerding picks it up, looking for a Wilson. Wilson steps around one guy, carries it up, hits one-on-one. Let's see what Wilson can do. He toe drags and tries to get around. Does a good job, hits a shot on that. Siebold's not there quick enough for it. And Barton comes up the rear and holds the puck up. He steps across. They've got 3 men coming in deep. Wilson picks the puck up in his own zone. Siebold, far side, pitches the guy off. And Vaughn holds that one. 4:44 left to go in the third period. Miners down 5-1. Miners trying to get out of his zone. Tucker carries it into the east end and he gets a good shot on that. Moore keeps the puck in the net, sends it over to Tucker. Stover is tied up. Tucker tries throwing it at the net and misses wide. And East carries that puck out, so we got a one-on-one. But Moore stops that one. Bradley picks it up, and center ice uses his partner over. Moore sends it into Milko, tips it deep. Puck coming right back out. Bradley controls the play a little bit there, pushes it to the outside. Puck back behind the Miners' end. Moore tries chipping it around, nobody there to help out as East controls it on the half boards. Long shot, and Vaughn hangs on to it. We got 3:32 left to go in the game. Or left to go in the third period, excuse me, unless something drastically changes. And Miners make a roaring comeback. Denver East player pulls down the Miners center on top of him. Don't know how that doesn't get called for interference. Miners chip it out. Excuse me. Stover and Bolte giving chase there. Saber on the far side now. Nobody there for Stitchka to fake the pass to. Hesser just pushes it, keeps that one to the outside. Picks it up behind his own net, looking for somebody to get open. Nobody there. He gets his pocket picked. Bolte tips that one down. Miners lay offside. Seabolt giving pressure. Seabolt steps across, looking for something, trying to do something. He carries it out behind the net. Holds on tight, puts it in front to Wilson. Wilson with a shot, but that one gets blocked. Seabolt misses the rebound. Bolte sends it in deep. Seabolt drops it back to Wilson. And Seabolt got tackled there, and that's going to be a call right there. It should be an interference call. So that is an interference call there. So with 2:05 left to go in the game, Miners get a power play. Hopefully they can do something with this. Seabolt gets hit by the puck. Sends it back to Homerton. Homerton tries to step around, but he loses control of the puck. And it's a foot race with Bolte. And that puck gets tipped, or shot, and hits the crossbar and goes out of bounds. Miners trying to get this power play going. Stuck in their own zone. Finally get it out. Bradley carrying it across. He dumps it deep and chases it himself. Tucker hits a player behind the net. And that puck gets tipped out. Stover can't control it. And Miners send that one deep. Moore sends it back in. Bradley takes his mid player down. Puck goes back behind the net. More looking for something. Dumps it off. Tucker sends it far side up to Britton. Britton giving chase there. Touches it back to Tucker. Tucker throws in front. Nobody can't get that one through. That was Stover trying to get that one. Stitchkin tries to hit Stover, sends it up to Tucker. And we've got another penalty on Denver East for roughing, so they're going to finish the game killing penalties. So 37.1 seconds left in the game, and Miners have a 5-on-3 power play to try and finish this game out. That should have been a tripping right there on Hesser, but there was no call there. Bolte skates that one up, drops it off. Horton can't do anything. There's a game that didn't get called either. So there's a couple that referees missed on this power play. Should be evened up right now. And now we got Miner down, Horton. And now we've got stuff getting out of hand here. Milko got hit. Horton hit a player after the whistle was already over and resulting in the scrum there. Horton should get a 10 minute out of this at the very least, and a game ejection. The number 9 here for Denver East, or 8, excuse me, he should also get a game ejection. Looks like Villapondo's going to the net or going to the box for something. At the very least, we should finish this last 7 seconds at 3-on-3. Let's see what they're going to call. So they're only going to call 2-minute offsetting penalties there. So as long as things stay quiet, we should have an uneventful end of the game. So there we go, folks. That's the end of the game there. Miners lose a tough one to a very good Denver East hockey team, 5-1. The story of today's game, though, was penalty trouble. Miners gave up 4 power play goals. You just can't put yourself in that kind of a situation. We will, after the last little scrum there, I am going to leave the audio going just to make sure that nothing on players' ends gets out of hand. So don't enjoy doing that myself. But it's a tough deal when things like that do happen. Okay, folks, well, the next game isn't for another 2 weeks. And so we don't have anything going on this week or this next week for the Miners. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. Until then, have a great rest of your afternoon.